Hello friends, I think you all have watched this marvelous scene from the famous Hollywood movie Anaconda and became as afraid as the two people we find in the screen. We all are more or less afraid of snake. A snake has the power to kill a man. Today we are going to read a poem where the speaker came across a snake while strolling with a friend. Yes, you are right. It is Judith Wright's Hunting Snake. Let's first learn some important information about the poet. Judith Wright is an Australian poet. Apart from being a poet, Judith Wright was also an environmentalist. That means she supports the conservation of environment. Judith Wright loved the natural world. A lot of her poetry reflect this. She sought to preserve the natural surroundings in Australia. Not only was she a campaigner, supporter for a greener world, she cared intensely for the Aboriginal people in Australia also. These people lived in close intimacy and harmony with nature, which the settlers, that means the European who came to Australia, did not. Aboriginal Australians are the original inhabitant of Australia, like the Adivasi people of India. British colonizers who went there as they also came to India killed hundreds of Aboriginal people mercilessly and told the world that Australia is an empty land. That means nobody lived there before. Now, a few words about the poem Hunting Snake. The poem is a 16-line poem split into 4 stanzas. That means in each stanza you will find 4 lines. The poem is a snapshot of nature as seen through the eyes of a speaker with companion who were out for a walk on what seems to be a calm, warm, sunny and beautiful day. Suddenly they see a black snake that speeds past, intent on catching its prey for food. The rest of the poem concentrates on the reaction of the poet or the speaker and the companion. As they stood still, taken aback, surprised by the sudden appearance of the snake in the grass, the snake makes its way across an area of grassland. Today, I shall discuss only the first stanza of the poem. Then, what is the main subject or the theme of the poem? That means what the poem is about. We should know it. The main subject of the poem is how the speaker sees the snake and describes it. Remember it that the poem is not about the snake but what the speaker feels about it. Let's read the first stanza of the poem. Sun warmed in this late season's grace, under the autumn's gentlest sky, we walked and froze half through a pace. The great black snake went reeling by. Let's start the discussion of these 4 lines. The poem opens with a perfect picture of harmony and calm. When the warm sun glittering through the autumn sky, the sun sets the weather warm, beautiful and grace. That means a calm and delicate atmosphere. Here the word grace suggests feelings of harmony, peace and warm feeling. The late season suggests autumn, which is generally a pleasant time in Australia with warm and sunny days. The word gentlest suggests calmness and tranquility. It indicates a peaceful state of nature. However, what breaks this silence and peaceful mood is the appearance of great black snake. The image itself is shocking and horrifying. The first 2 lines of the poem flow rather innocently. There is an air of tranquility, peacefulness. The tone is light and warm. In the middle of the third line, we are paused a little in by a comma as the walking couple are stopped in their tracks. There is an abrupt change of mood in the middle of the verse. The appearance of the snake causes the people to suddenly freeze. The word froze indicates the change in tone. It suggests how the sudden appearance of the snake freezes the perfect warm scene. So gun is the safe cozy feeling. Sun-warmed, grace, gentlest, these words describe the cozy feeling in nature. Now in its place is coldness with the word froze. The phrase half through a pace brings out the idea of surprise. They did not have time to think or finish their action. Here pace means a single step or the distance you can cover in a footstep. They were stopped in the middle of it. They cannot move anymore. The strong contrast between sun-warmed and froze enable the reader to realize the change in atmosphere. From happy and relaxed, it went to distrustful, cautious, frightened. The fact that no sudden movement is mentioned shows that the speaker and her companion were paralyzed with shock and fear, and so they are froze. Then comes the reason of this sudden change in the fourth line. The great black snake went reeling by. Great black snake stands in opposition to the previous imagery of autumn's gentlest sky. Use of the definite article the and not a implies that the snake means something special to the speaker. The word black suggests something dark and therefore probably menacing, frightening, alarming, fearful. This contrasts with the use of the adjective great, which is a strongly positive word. This indicates the mix of fear and awe, terror and wonder that watchers have. The use of the word reeling gives the impression of swiftness, along with showing how the speaker also becomes unsteady with fear. That's all for today. If you like this lesson, please hit the like button. If you still have any doubt or query, you can ask me in the comment section. I also request you to subscribe to my channel where you will get a regular update of this kind of quality content. In the next lesson, I shall discuss the rest of the poem. Till then, take care. Bye bye.